Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Mika. Thank you so much for stopping in. So, heart to heart, stop trying to build a house with somebody and you're not a spouse. Did you hear me? One more time. Stop trying to build a house with somebody you're not their spouse. And I'm not just talking to you women, that's why I said spouse, meaning male or female, whoever's in this situation with somebody that they feel like they really love. They want this person to agree to marry them. They want this person to cut off all the extra people. They want this person to see them as the one. I'm talking to you. Stop trying, because you know what you're doing. You prove yourself less worthy of that when you don't see your own worth and you're begging and pleading for somebody to see your worth. You see how that works? So if you're in a situation where you're like the person that you're with could think that you're an amazing person, but if you don't think that about yourself and you're like, oh, I'll put up with anything just as long as I possibly maybe could get down an aisle with you. I'll put up with the disrespect. I'll put up with you being unfaithful to me. I'll put up with you disrespecting me just as long as I don't lose you. Now, when a person sees that, their value of you that they've seen, because at one point they probably was like, you know what, this person's amazing, I better get myself right before I lose this person. But when they see that now you're the one treating them like they're the prize, which we both parties, in my opinion, is the prize in a relationship. Let's get that straight. Not just the woman, it's not just the man. You're a prize to each other, especially if you're in a healthy relationship. You're both a prize for each other. That's a different topic. But back to what I was saying. Now, if you're just saying, you're the prize, I'm not, I'm just going to just do whatever it takes to keep you in my life, keep you from walking away, guess what's going to happen to that person? Now, that person probably was like, you know, they probably was insecure at one point. Like, you know, this person can leave me, they can find somebody better, and they get myself together, all kinds of thoughts. You don't know. This person just may have at one point did honestly see your worth, but because you didn't see it, it made them dim your light in their eyes. Now they feel comfortable. They like, well, shoot it, and you're not going nowhere. I can treat you how I want to. I can cheat on you. I can lie to you. I can mistreat you, and you're going to continue to be here because you want me. I'm the prize. So now I don't have to even go out of my way to treat you good or to respect you or to respect boundaries or nothing, because I know you're going to be there. Don't give people that much power to believe that about you. And I see it a lot of times, and I've been on both sides of this with the person who was just like, oh, well, I don't have to give this person what they really want because they want me. They feel like I'm the prize to their life. They don't want to leave. So I don't, you know, okay, I may not do everything that they need me to do or they're asking me to do, and I may not even want to go to the next step or get married to them, but they're going to be there. So why should I even stress myself out? And I've been on the other side where I wanted to become the wife and that person just strung me along. You know, so I've been on both sides. So I can honestly say I can speak from experience on both ends. I know exactly what the person's thinking that is not giving you what you want. In those situations where you want to be married, you want to make it official. It's the bare minimum when that person's just like, oh, well, you know, we can just live together. We can just be together. You gonna be my girl. You gonna be my man. Like, why we gotta do all that? That's the bare minimum, because it's disrespectful to what you want and what you deserve. You disrespect yourself when you put up with somebody like that. So if somebody is saying that to you and they're like, oh, you know, I don't care. Like, they don't care about your feelings. They don't care if y'all stay together or not. Trust me. Stop trying to play house with this person. Stop trying to build a home. Y'all are entangling everything up together without a ring, without a commitment, without a true commitment. Because truthfully, in my opinion, and I'm not trying to be funny, I know this is, you know, people get tired of hearing this, but I do believe it's true. You are single until you're married. I mean, that's just the truth, you know, because what obligations do they have? I mean, all you got is a word of mouth, a promise. Oh, yeah, I'll be your girlfriend. I can go tell a couple other men that too. But it's a whole different playing field once I'm married. Now there's no blurred lines. You know, officially, I belong to you, you belong to me. We made this commitment before God. So now we're tied in there. So now if I were to step out and say, oh, I'm going to have me a boyfriend on the side, not only is it going to ruin my character, for one, but God's going to deal with me. That's a different level of protection. God will protect you to a degree when you're in a relationship and all that, you know, because he loves all of us. So especially if you're getting done wrong, he's not like, oh, well, you're not married, so I'm just going to turn my back on you. I don't believe that that's how he would treat you. But it's a different level of respect, a different level of honor, a different level of protection, all of that when you make that covenant unto God. So if you're the type of person that's like, I don't ever want to get married, I've been married before, I didn't like it, whatever, then this is just not advice for you. Don't take my advice. But I'm talking to the people who do want to be married and they're dealing with somebody that they're doing everything like they're married, like they're husband and wife already, but nothing's coming out of it. Every time the conversation is being brought up, it's an excuse. It's, oh, I'm not ready yet. It's like I'm telling you, people will only do what you allow them to do. So in those cases, when they're making excuses, they're just trying to buy time to find somebody else or to move out of your life. Like, that's the truth. I know it sounds really cold and is messed up, but it's really the truth, because a person knows if they want, especially if you guys been together for a couple years or longer, they know if they want to marry you or not. And another reason why I would say don't try to build a house before you're a spouse is because you don't want any of the lines blurred. You don't want any confusion. It's either we're going to do this or we're not. And if you're already putting everything together, it's so hard to tear it apart and, you know, get back into your own separate lives. It's really hard because you get comfortable. I like that I'm not struggling. I like that I have someone to come home to. I like that I have somebody to do things with. Like all this stuff is just, it sounds too good and it feels too good to just say, you know what, I'm just going to up and leave because I'm not getting what I want. So sometimes we minimize really what we want because we don't want to let go of what feels good in this moment, what makes sense right now. It's like, well, I do want to be married and this is everything I'll get in marriage. And if this person is saying that they don't want to get married or they're not ready yet, I guess I can wait a little longer, or I guess I can just be okay with not getting married because they are doing everything like they're a wife or a husband already. So I might as well. And then that's when you disrespect yourself and you waste time, because at the end of the day, what it's telling you is that person just does not want to be with you like that. Even if they've been saying that from the beginning. First of all, shame on you if you continued on into a relationship with somebody who told you that they never wanted to get married or they had no desire to, and you thought that you can change them. Shame on you. That's your fault for real. But it's okay. You still have a chance to get things right. Like, at this point, you just need to make the decision to get out of that situation, because it's going to end up toxic for you. You're going to end up being the one heartbroken because that person's not going to give you what your heart desires. And even if they said they did want to get married, but it's been years and they're not talking marriage with you, that is your clue. That is your answer. They do want to get married. It's just that they don't feel like you're their person. It doesn't mean that they don't love you. It's just that whatever it is that their soul needs to feel comfortable with going through with marriage, it's just not with you. And you have to accept that. Like, you just trying to hold up space and then wonder why you are 15, 20 years into a relationship and you're not married and you're frustrated and mad at that person, when really you just gotta be mad at yourself because you put up with nonsense. And then on the other end, you go ahead and get married with this person who did not want to get married in the first place, or you have to drag them down the aisle, and then you wonder why they end up cheating or they end up divorcing you anyway. So take it from me. Take it from me. Do not play house. Do not build a house. Do not create a house. Do not envision a house before you're a spouse. But you let me know what you think. Share your comments in the comment box below, or you can send me an email. Let me know your thoughts or your circumstances or your testimonies if this happened to you, or whatever you like to share. I will keep your personal information private. But yeah, we'll keep the conversation going. I love to hear what you have to say. I love to hear your testimonies, whatever you got to share. We will keep the conversation going, and we'll talk next time.